Hey guys, good morning and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Stats. I'm your host, Terry Edelmann at TPicks over on X. And of course, premium plays available over on picksandparlays.net. Ready to break down the Friday slate. 7 games to break down today, but we've got some great matchups to go over. So we're really excited to do that. It is the trade deadline. So of course, there might be a lot of news during the show. So obviously, I'm going to be a little bit busy running the show. So feel free to let me know of any real trades. If anybody's posting any fake trades, you're going to get blocked. No, I'm kidding. No, you're not going to get blocked. But please, real trades only. Don't need any fake trades. But it's the trade deadline day. We're seeing a lot of trades already. So that's obviously something to keep in mind, of course, when you're handicapping the slate as well. But we're going to jump into the recap from yesterday. But of course, before we get to that, right now, over on the Picks and Parlays website, the best deal is the buy 1 week, get 1 week, or 2 for 1 special. All of my NHL plays and all of Trent Bett's NHL plays for a full week for just $70 over on the Picks and Parlays website. The best special over on the site right now. But going into the recap from yesterday, fortunately, it was a sweep, 3-0 sweep for me in premium plays yesterday. But unfortunately, it was a reverse sweep when it came to the props. It was just not a prop night. Tage Thompson, anytime goal, unfortunately lost, was unable to find the back of the net. Dylan Guenther had 2 assists, but unfortunately no goal. One of his assists was to Clayton Keller, who scored. So a little bit unfortunate there. And then the final game, which was Kucherov, which was my best bet yesterday. He did not score. The Tampa Bay Lightning losing that game 4-1. Not good. Not good. Losing 4-1 to Winnipeg after you've already lost 3 games in a row. The Tampa Bay is giving up way too many goals right now. So they decided to add Corey Perry. That's one of the trades they made today. Maybe that will get them to the Stanley Cup final, where they will likely lose because that's been what's happened to poor Corey Perry over his career. But jokes aside, not a great game for Tampa once again, and should be a little worried because now you're tied with the Sabres. The Sabres are tied for the Atlantic Division lead. Who saw that coming? But we're going to jump into it here and see what people are thinking, and then we'll jump into the slate. Stars take care of business tonight versus the Avs. Of course, one of the marquee games on today's slate. And I'm glad it's a little bit earlier than the other ones. Because you're going to want to watch this game. It's a battle between number 1 and number 2 in the NHL. So definitely a good, great game to watch. I'm excited. Maybe I'm excited for the Ducks-Canadiens game. Another great game on today's slate. Like I said, quite a few. Hello. Hey, Benji. How's it going? Nice to see you. Scary Perry to Tampa. They don't need him. Hey, can always add a little bit extra. Let's get it. Hey, Stop Geo. How's it going? Didn't know my Wings got Perron until a few minutes ago. Yeah, they did. For a second. Yeah, Brink to the Wild. I'm excited about that. Tomorrow is Saturday. Does Cole Caulfield play tomorrow or not? Is that what you're getting at, Mr. Addison? Let me see, because they play tonight. And yeah, they're in LA tomorrow. They are in LA tomorrow. So, spoiler alert, will likely be on Cole Caulfield. Anytime goal tomorrow. They don't call it Mr. Saturday Night for no reason. But of course, that'll be on tomorrow's show. We're going to jump right into it here and start with the first game on the slate, which is the Florida Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings. Florida plus 125 road dogs. Detroit minus 150 home favorites. A total of 6 here in this one. Looking at goaltenders, John Gibson confirmed for Detroit. Sergei Bobrovsky unconfirmed for Florida. Tarasov started last night, so it should be Bobrovsky in net. However, Bobrovsky's name is involved in a lot of trade rumors. And if he's traded at the deadline, he's not going to start in goal tonight. So it's very possible that he stays in Florida and he starts tonight, but it's something to keep in mind that he may not be starting here. So I'm not exactly sure who would start, if it would be Tarasov on the back-to-back or if they would go to their third stringer. But Gibson coming back here after missing a little bit of time to injury. Detroit not coming off a great game. I was not impressed with the Red Wings, as I had Detroit in regulation and a 2-goal lead in the third period against Vegas, who has been really struggling. But Detroit took their foot off the gas and allowed Vegas to come back and win that game. They blew a 2-goal lead. So not impressed with that. But now they get to bounce back here against this Florida Panthers team, who has not been playing well. And obviously on the second night of a back-to-back here, they've lost 4 games in a row, 3-2 to Buffalo, 5-4 to the Islanders, 5-1 to New Jersey, and 4-2 to Columbus. The Panthers did try yesterday. It's not like that they didn't show up. They tried to come back, tried to make it a close game there in the end against Columbus, but this Panthers team, unfortunately for them, are highly, highly likely missing the playoffs this year, and I think the players know it. So Detroit, I get why they're minus 150 favorites here. They are 3-1 in the last 4 meetings between these division rivals, and 7 of the last 8 have gone under 5.5. So usually very low scoring games here between these two. But I am not interested in the under here. If you look at recent games for these teams, Florida 5-1, 3-2, 5-4, 5-1, 4-2, and Detroit 4-1, 2-1, 5-2, 4-2, 4-3. So no real opinion for me on the total. On the side, I like Detroit, but minus 150 favorites, you would have to take them in regulation, which didn't go so well for me the other night. But hey, can't hold grudges. Looking at player props here with value, Moritz Seider has a 0.4 of his last 5 games, minus 115. He's got some value. Goal streaks, Alex DeBrincat and Emmett Finney have both scored in back-to-back games. Emmett Finney's plus 700 to score here tonight. And he has 3 shots on goal in back-to-back games, finding the net in both games. But he was very noticeable in that Detroit game. I watched that game. He was very noticeable. So great value with Emmett Finney to score here in this game at plus 700. And then there we go. Assist streaks, Moritz Seider. 4 of his last 5 games with an assist, plus 115. Alex DeBrincat has an assist in 3 games in a row, plus 135 here in the first game of the night, which is a pass for me, but don't worry. We've got lots of plays coming. New here, been enjoying your vids. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Snagged over 5.5, minus 135 on this game last night. There we go. You got the better numbers at 5.5. DK still has it. 5.5. All right. Yeah, Florida's an over team right now. They're just giving up a ton of goals. So I get why you'd like the over. Heavy under history would scare me off the over, but Appleton has 4 goals in 9 games versus Detroit. All 4 games have been against Bob. Plus 850. Boquist, 2 goals in 3 games versus Gibson. Plus 1100. Very nice. Very nice. Lightning, most overrated team in the league. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They're just not playing well. Everybody had them penciled into the Stanley Cup Finals and just going easily through the Eastern Conference. And I get it. Earlier on, a few weeks ago, I could understand that, but they're really struggling right now. Luckily, though, still lots of time to get back on track. And tied for the division lead, they're in a good spot. Finney, anytime goal plus 700, and first Detroit goal in back-to-back games plus 2,000 for the first goal. I like it. I like it, JD. He's been good. I noticed him a lot in that last game. Take a look at the Bolts injuries before you call them overrated. There you go. Might put some pizza money on that, JD. Not a bad look. But we will continue on along to the game of the night. Now, there's a few other games that are going to be really good as well, but this is probably the game of the night for most people. A battle between number 1 and number 2 in the NHL. Colorado minus 120 road favorites. Dallas plus 100 road dogs, and a total of 6 here in this one, minus 110 each way. Looking at goalies here, Mackenzie Blackwood likely for Colorado, and Jake Onger confirmed for the Dallas Stars. And how are these two teams, how they've been doing recently? Both teams have been winning a lot recently, which isn't a surprise. Number 1 and number 2 in the NHL. The Avalanche have won 5 of their last 6 games. A lot of games finishing with 6 goals, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, 5-1, and then a 5-2 loss to Minnesota, 3-1 win against Chicago, sandwiched in there. The Dallas Stars have won 10 games in a row. I believe it's 10. And just taking care of business. Now, they have had an easier schedule to winning these 10 games. St. Louis, Vegas, Utah, which was a good win, Winnipeg, St. Louis, Seattle, Nashville, Vancouver, Calgary. So this is a real test for them facing Colorado. But if you look at what the Stars have been doing, 4-3 win against Winnipeg, 5-4 against St. Louis, 4-1 against Seattle, 3-2 against Nashville, and back-to-back 6-1 wins their last 2 games. So the Dallas Stars offense is red hot right now. Looking at previous games between these two teams, Dallas 3-1-1 in the last 5 regular season games between the two teams. 9 of the last 10 have gone over 6.5 between these two teams. The one game that did not go over finished with 6 goals. And back-to-back games have gone to overtime between these two division rivals, including the first game this year, a 5-4 win for Dallas in the shootout. I'm not on the draw here. I was close to pulling the trigger on the draw, and this game just, obviously number 1, number 2, they just went to overtime in their meeting earlier this year. This just seems like a draw spot. So probably should end up adding the draw. Haven't got to it at this point, but the way I look at this game, I think we get a high-scoring game. I think it's pretty similar to the first game of the year. I think we get a high-scoring game, and I think Dallas finds a way to win, likely in overtime. I do like the Stars here. They have had, like I said, an easier schedule, but I think this is a good spot for them here against the Avs. For me, though, we are going with Wyatt Johnston. Anytime goal, plus 175. Wyatt scored in the first game between these two teams earlier this season, and he scored in 3 of his last 4 games, 5 of his last 8. Red hot right now, and especially in the power play. He scored a power play goal in 3 of his last 4 games, and he scored in 4 of his last 6 home games. So having a lot of success at home, having a lot of success right now, we'll take him. Wyatt Johnston, anytime goal, plus 175 here in the game of the night. Looking at other players that are playing well that have value, Maverick Bourque has a point 4 of his last 5 games, plus 146. Great value with him. McKinnon and Natchez both have over 1.5 points in 4 of their last 5 games, plus 100 for McKinnon, plus 180 for Natchez. Duchesne has a point in 9 of his last 10 games, minus 122. And then Thomas Harley has a point 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10, plus 147. He has value. Natchez has scored in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 165. And Robertson and Duchesne have both scored in 3 of their last 5, plus 150 for Robertson, plus 270 for Duchesne. Gabriel Landeskog has scored in back-to-back games for the Avs. Power play point streaks, Duchesne has been red hot in the power play. 4 of his last 5 games with the power play point, plus 300. Robertson has a power play point in 3 games in a row, plus 170. And then assists, Robertson assist, 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10 games, plus 105. Matt Duchene, Thomas Harley, and Miro Heiskanen all have assists in 4 of their last 5 games, plus 157 for Duchene, plus 204 for Harley, plus 105 for Heiskanen. A lot of players on streaks, especially on the Dallas side here in this game. So there's a ton of different props you could look at here in this game. I settled with Wyatt Johnston. Anytime goal here in this one. Let's go and see what the chat think here in this one. I didn't have them penciled in over Carolina. What are you talking about, Terry? Well, not everybody, but a large majority of people have Tampa already in the Stanley Cup final. So not you, Cole. You like Carolina, I guess. But yeah, now they're coming down to earth a little bit. So yeah, people will be looking for a new bandwagon team to jump on. So who knows? Maybe it'll be the Canes. Lundell, 7 goals in 13 games versus Detroit, plus 410. All right. I can see the Lightning making it to the finals with the Panthers being out of contention. Yeah, if they turn things around, they just got to turn things around. In a little bit of a funk, but it doesn't mean they're out of it. Just got to turn things around. What's Dallas's record as a home dog at JD? McKinnon assist parlay plus McKinnon and McCarr assist parlay plus 137. All right. Stars money line. I agree. I think it's going to be close. You're going to have to sweat it out a little bit, but yeah, I do think they win. Dallas lost its only game this season as a home dog, 4-1 to Tampa. Wow, 1 game as a home dog. Interesting. 3 goals and 3. Oh, perfect. Thank you, JD. Exactly what I want to see. Bunting has 8 goals in 14 games versus the Avs. Wow, I wonder if he's going to play tonight. Of course, a new trade to Dallas. Ben and Duchene both have 3 goals in 5 games versus Blackwood. All right. Tie? I think so. I think the draw is a good play here. I do. This game just looks like a draw. Blackwood 0-4, 3.6 goals against average, 902 save percentage versus Dallas. Okay. Hintz being back switches things up. Yes, that's true. Is he officially back? Over 6 minus 110. Can't talk you off that with the history between these two. Perry for a second is wow. Yeah, exactly. But we will continue on along. And if this isn't the game of the night, this next one, I know everybody's really excited. Really excited for this one. We've got the Canucks and the Blackhawks. Vancouver plus 125 road dogs. Chicago minus 150 home favorites. And a total of 6. And the viewers just dropped. We just lost. No, I'm kidding. A few people just left, but no, I'm kidding. It's all good. This is not the game of the night. And I totally don't blame anybody for skipping this part. The Canucks and the Blackhawks. Vancouver's won 14 of the last 16 between these two teams. So they've had Chicago's number for a long time. 3 of the last 5 going over 6.5. We don't have any confirmed goalies. Either Tolopilo or Spencer Knight, both are unconfirmed here. In this one, I want no interest in this game. The Vancouver Canucks are an auto-fade team right now, but this Blackhawks team is not playing well whatsoever. I could not recommend someone to take the Blackhawks at minus 150. Of course, out of my price range, minus 130, minus 135 is as far as I go. So I would have to take Chicago in regulation, which I have zero interest in doing. Vancouver's had their number. This could be maybe Vancouver finally ends their losing streak and gets a win here. I want no part in this game. That's for sure. But we'll take a look and see if there are any players playing well right now. Teuvo Teravainen, a game-time decision, but a point in 4 games in a row. Here, Sam Renzel, point in 3 of his last 5, plus 148. Goal streaks, not a whole lot. Teravainen, but he's a game-time decision. Teravainen, a power play point, 4 games in a row, plus 300. And no assist streaks at all. DeBrusque, back-to-back games. Sam Renzel, back-to-back games. So this game, very easy pass with the slate we have today. Very easy. I'm late again. Shane, what's up, Terry? Hey, it's okay. You missed the Dallas game, which you should, of course, go back and rewind for, but didn't miss much here with this one. What move would make Detroit a real contender? I don't know. Gibson has played well, but if he gets hurt, you can't rely on Talbot. I do think Detroit would be smart to try to add something to the goaltending, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it deeper. Burakovsky point is plus 135-ish, but yeah, I agree. Chicago money line, Bedard anytime goal. All right. Nazar anytime goal for Max. All right, best of luck. If it's Lankinen for Vancouver, Tyler Bertuzzi is a must-play. 7 goals in 7 games versus Lankinen, plus 240. There you go. If it's Lankinen. Wings are trading for Talbot for a mustard dispenser and a napkin to be named later. There you go. That'll help you. No, I'm kidding. An upgrade to the blue line for Detroit would help. Yeah, I agree with that. Slavkovsky goal, plus 230. Hasn't scored post Olympics. He'll be on the first line tonight. We're getting into that game, I believe, next. It's next. Bedard 2+ points, plus 175. All right. Benji likes Bedard to have a good night. And he should. You're playing, obviously, your hometown team. Thank you for reminding me. He's facing his hometown team. So there you go. And, of course, his hometown team that's really struggling right now. So, yeah, Bedard props are definitely a good look here. I like it. Dallas money line plus Johnston anytime goal. You could go that way. I would, if you want it, I would do Dallas money line with Johnston point. Just to be a little safer, but since I missed the Stars game, I'm riding them until the streak ends. Even money is hard to pass up the way they're playing. Hey, I agree. But we will move on along to our next game. Another one of the great games on tonight's slate. The Carolina Hurricanes and the Edmonton Oilers. Carolina, minus 115. Road favorites. The Edmonton Oilers, minus 105. Home dogs. And a total of 6.5 here in this one. How have these two teams done against each other? Well, Edmonton has had Carolina's number recently. 3-0-1 in the last 4 meetings. 5 of the last 7 going over 6.5. Usually high-scoring games between these two. 2 of the last 3 meetings went to overtime, so some close games recently. And looking at it a little bit more deeper, Carolina's 5-2 in their last 7 in Edmonton. So a little bit more of a road series here. 5 of the last 7 between these two teams in Edmonton going over 6.5. I think we get a high-scoring game here, and I think Carolina wins. I think Carolina money line and the over 5.5 would be a good same game parlay if you're looking to do a same game parlay here. This Edmonton Oilers team, okay, they were able to come back and get the 5-4 win against the Ottawa Senators, but they are just giving up way too many goals. How many times do I have to talk about the Edmonton Oilers defense or the Edmonton Oilers goaltending before something finally changes? It's been how many years? 6, 7, 8 years we've been talking about the Oilers goaltending, but there we go. What has the Oilers goaltending done? They've allowed 6, 5, 4, 3, 7, 5, 4, 6, 1 against LA, but that's LA. 5 against San Jose, 4 against Ottawa. 1 good game against the LA Kings. Every other game, they're giving up 4, 5, 6 goals. You're not going to win very many games giving up those many goals, especially if you give up 4 to this Hurricanes team. I think Carolina wins. So I like the Canes. I like the over here in this one. Looking at confirmed goalies to see if we've got any, and we don't. Brandon Bussey, unconfirmed. Tristan Jarry, unconfirmed here in this one. Looking at player props with value, Nikolai Ehlers point, minus 120. He's got one in 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10 games. Matthias Ekholm has a point 4 of his last 4 games in a row, plus 168 for the Oilers. Goal streaks, Leon Draisaitl, 4 of his last 5 games, plus 130. Nikolai Ehlers, Evan Bouchard have both scored in back-to-back games heading into this one. And then Hyman and Aho both have scored in 3 of their last 5. Hyman also has had success against Carolina, but 3 games in a row, he hasn't scored against the Canes. Was on a goal-scoring streak prior to that. So, cooled off a little bit recently. Power play point streaks, no surprise. McDavid, Draisaitl, Bouchard, all 4 of their last 5 games. Plus 105, plus 110, plus 150 for power play points. And then assist streaks, Matthias Ekholm, 4 of his last 5 games, plus 208 with an assist here in this one. Just 1 second, guys. There we go. Taking a look here. Marco Rossi, plus 350, 4 goals in 9 games for Chicago. All right. Carolina over 6.5, minus 120. Oh, you got good numbers there. Carolina team total over 3.5, plus 109. All right, I like it. I need Bussy confirmed before I bet minus 115 for the Canes. I get that, but he hasn't really necessarily been all that sharp lately either, Brandon Bussy. Both teams give up a bunch of goals over 6.5. Yeah, I can't talk you off. Both teams have been involved in high-scoring games and over history, too, between these two. Give me Oilers. Bussy looks like shit the last 2 games. Yeah, he doesn't look good, but neither has the Oilers goaltending. Both teams 3 goals each, plus 115. Okay, I like that. I like it. Taylor Hall versus former team. All right. Minnesota, Vegas, overtime, both teams to score 3. We'll be getting there in a few games. Jackson Blake point. Jackson Blake. Oops, I missed him. Thanks for mentioning. Has a point 4 of his last 5 games, plus 130. So yeah, Jackson Blake has definitely been hot recently. Can't talk you off taking his point. Oilers games, 11 straight, 7 or more combined goals. Yeah, they're just an over machine right now. Over machine. Bouchard over half a point. All right. Whose assist is plus 100? Sorry if I was running through that too quickly. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was probably talking about the power play point. MGM is offering plus 135 on both teams to score 3. There you go. If you have bet MGM, take it there. 2 games have a 7 flat over under total. Okay, so these 2, yeah, you're going to see that. Because you're seeing minus 135 for the over at some spots, you're going to see 7s. Aho, okay. Yeah, he's plus 100. Over and Bouchard goal sounds great. Great odds for the Bouchard goal if you think he can keep up his goal streak. Because he's not really known for being a goal scorer, but scored in back-to-back games. So definitely don't hate it. But we'll see here. Thank you at West Coast. I think Inglis gave me that bet out today. I like it. There you go. But moving on to our next game, another really good game. We're really blessed on this Friday slate that we've got some really good matchups tonight. The Montreal Canadiens and the Anaheim Ducks. Montreal minus 110, Anaheim minus 110, total of 6.5 here. This total's moved because I believe it was at minus 120, minus 115 for the over earlier. Now minus 135. So this total has moved. Looking at previous games between these two teams now, you do have to remember these two teams only face each other twice per year, so they don't face each other that often. Montreal 3-1 in the last 4 meetings, and 4 of the last 5 going under 5.5. So usually we get pretty low scoring games when these two teams face each other. However, both of these two teams have been more rebuilding teams in the past. And not necessarily known for having a strong offense. But that's changed quite a bit here in the last year and a bit. Samuel Montembeault starting for Montreal, 10-8-3, 3.37 goals against average, 874 save percentage. Has not been good. Had one good start there, but has not been good otherwise. Lucas Dostal, 24-14-2, 3.04 goals against average, 894 save percentage. Has a nice record, but the numbers for him are not quite where they should be with the skill and talent he has. So a little bit of a down year for Dostal, but He is the guy for the Anaheim Ducks. Taking a look at how these two teams have done recently. Well, the Anaheim Ducks coming off a 5-1 win against the New York Islanders, a team they've really struggled against. The Ducks have been really great at home. I believe they've won 9 of 10 at home. And the only loss was to Colorado, losing 5-1. Montreal, they've been alternating wins and losses, but involved in very high-scoring games. 4-3, 5-1, 4-3, 6-2, 7-5. Very high-scoring games. Again, I think we get goals here. And the side, I do have a side play, but you'll have to go and get it. Picksandparlays.net. Link is description below. So if you want my side play, it's in my 3-pack of picks for today. But we are taking Cutter Gauthier anytime goal. Plus 155 here in this one. Wow, is he hot right now. He scored a goal in 6 of his last 7 games. Leads Anaheim with 31 goals on the season. And has scored 2 goals in 2 of his last 3 games. Shots on goal the last 3 games, 9, 5, and 4. The guy shoots the puck a lot, and he's been scoring goals. He has also scored in 7 of his last 8 home games, 3 multi-goal games during that stretch. Absolutely red hot. Montreal is giving up a ton of goals here, especially with Montembeault in net. Give me Cutter Gauthier. Anytime goal, plus 155 here in this game. Let me look at other players with value here. Point-wise, not a whole lot. Alex Newhook has a point 3 games in a row for Montreal, plus 140 here in this one. Obviously, Gauthier, the goal streak, not really a lot of other players on goal streaks heading into this one. And then assists, Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe assist. Did not cash in the last game. I'm not taking him today, so he's probably going to cash. Has an assist in 8 of his last 10 games and 4 of his last 5. He's faced Montreal 3 times and has not got a point against them. So we'll be looking for his first point against the Montreal Canadiens. And then Slavkovsky, Beckett Seneca, Leo Carlson all have assists in 3 of their last 5 games heading into this one. But we'll jump into the chat here. Let's see what people are thinking. Ducks over 6.5, minus 120. Again, you got a good number. This one's moving. Ducks money line and Carlson anytime goal. I like it. Alex Newhook a point, plus 160 on Fanatics. It's plus 130 everywhere else. There you go. Great odds with that. He's been hot for them. Hi, Terry. Hi, Shawnee. You must be happy about your Sabres. Wow. Yeah, there's a comment there. Go Sabres. They've been hot. They've been making me money too. They're one of my premium plays yesterday. I love it. I love what I'm seeing from the Buffalo Sabres, and I don't think I've ever said that in my life before. So there you go. Ducks team total over 3.5, plus 116. There you go. I think we're going to get goals here. I like Slav anytime goal. Has been quiet since the Olympics. You're not alone. Someone else in the chat earlier likes him too, as well. McTavish has 4 goals in 4 games versus Montembeault. All right. Carlson and Cutter point, plus 115. I don't mind it. Extension bump for Poling. Yeah, maybe. New hook point, plus 135. Not bad luck at all. I think Sabres made out well in the end of trades. Yeah, and still more to go. Not done yet. Well, but they might be done, but there's still time left. So, Gauthier, Draisaitl, Aho, plus 1298. I don't hate it at all. I don't. Habs to score a power play goal. Ducks have given up a power play goal in all 5 games out of the break. Montreal, number 3 power play. Anaheim, number 23 penalty kill. All right, I like it, JD. I like it. Slav moved to the top line and power play 1. Okay, so maybe he's the one who's going to score the power play goal tonight. Caught Cutter the other night because of you. Awesome. He's on a heater. Ducks Habs first period over 1.5 and over 5.5 parlay plus 100. All right. So Free Thinker likes goals early and often. I like it. McKinnon, Bedard, Celebrini, anytime goal. Parlay. Good luck. Good luck. But on to our next game. 2 more left. We've got the Wild and the Vegas Golden Knights. Another really great game on this slate. The Wild minus 110, Vegas minus 110, and a total of 6 here in this one. Looking at these two teams, Minnesota have won both games against Vegas this season. They've had some trouble against Vegas in the past. In the playoffs, they faced this team twice, I already believe, and Vegas had won the previous 5 regular season meetings. So heading into this year, Vegas loved playing Minnesota. Not so much this year. Looking at previous games, 1 over, 3 unders, and 1 push for a total of 6. So we have had some lower scoring games between these two teams in the past. Taking a look at how these two teams are doing entering this game, the Wild had lost back-to-back games, 5-2 against Utah, 3-1 against St. Louis. Not very good losses. The opponents and obviously the scores. But then they bounced back with a 5-1 win against Tampa. 5-2 win against Colorado, 5-1 win against Tampa, and then 2 losses against St. Louis and Utah. Utah is not a bad team, so that loss isn't bad. The St. Louis loss I really did not like. The Vegas Golden Knights here coming off a 4-3 overtime comeback win against Detroit in their final game of their road trip. The Vegas Golden Knights have been on the road for all 5 games since the Olympic break. They won 2 and they lost 3. So it's been a while since the Vegas Golden Knights played at home. Their last home game was against LA, a 4-1 win right before the Olympic break. For me here in this one, Kirill Kaprizov, anytime goal, plus 120. Why am I taking Kirill? Well, he scored a goal in 8 of his last 11 games. Quietly, he's starting to rack up the goals. 2 multi-goal games during that stretch, and he's had success against Vegas. He scored in 7 of his last 13 games against Vegas, 3 multi-goal games during that stretch. So, Kirill, red hot right now. I'll take him. Anytime goal. And also, I'll take Matt Boldy. Over half an assist, minus 120 here in this one. Boldy has an assist in 10 of his last 11 games. Red hot right now. 3 multi-assist games during that stretch and had 3 assists in his most recent game. He has an assist in 5 consecutive road games and in 4 of his last 7 games against the Vegas Golden Knights. So I think Boldy has a big game here. I think Kaprizov has a big game here. Now, looking at Matt Boldy, he has over 1.5 points in 4 of his last 5, 6 of his last 10, plus 180. So if you don't like the assist prop, you can go with over 1.5 points because he has been scoring and assisting recently. Dorofeyev has a point in 4 of his last 5 games, minus 125. And that's basically about it. Goal streaks. Kaprizov 3 games in a row. Barbashev back-to-back games. Boldy 3 of his last 5 with a goal. Power play points. Boldy 6 games in a row with a power play point and 8 of his last 10. Vegas does have a good penalty kill, but might want to stay out of the box anyways, though. This Wild power play is dangerous. Quinn Hughes, 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10 games, plus 190 with a power play point. And then assists, Boldy, 7 games in a row with an assist. Quinn Hughes, 4 of his last 5 and 9 of his last 10 with an assist. Usually there's just no chance of betting it, but I'm seeing minus 130, minus 135. So still kind of a little pricey, but much better than what we usually see. So it's almost bettable. If it was around minus 120, I'd be betting it. Quinn Hughes assist here in this one. And then that's basically it. Zuccarello, Faber, they've also been assisting recently for the Wild. But we will jump into the chat here. Let's go up. Let's see here. There we go. Wild money line minus 110. I like it. No big surprise. I know. Woohoo, a live show. I'll be watching from the beginning afterwards. Thank you, Captain Brian. Nice to see you live. Wild double chance. Okay. Interesting. Top overtime games, Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, Vegas. I can see it. Both these teams, the Wild and the Golden Knights, have gone to overtime a lot this year. So I agree. Kaprizov goal, Boldy assist, Hughes assist. For people that don't know, me and Captain Bry, we might as well have the same brain because we always agree. We always look at things the same way. So does not shock me at all that you like those three plays. Kaprizov has to keep scoring. Didn't get paid $17 million a year for nothing. That starts next year. So next year, he's really going to have to score. Yeah, to earn every penny for that. Also have Kaprizov, Boldy, Hughes for power play points. I like it, Captain Bry. I like it. Dorofeyev has 5 goals in 5 games versus Gus. All right. And he's been hot recently. Wild money line. We just beat them like my head stepchild, and you did that to us. There you go. Boldy 2 points. Marner 2 points plus 800. Okay, I don't hate that. Terry, are you going to miss Vincent Hinostroza? Am I going to miss him? No, of course not. You're naming all my plays. Yeah, Captain. That's what happens, Captain Brian. That's what happens. Jari tonight confirmed for Edmonton. Aho 4 goals in 7 games versus Jari plus 175. All right, I like it. Carolina money line team total over 3.5 and Aho goal. All right. What if we get Freddie versus Jari? That would be entertaining, and it would be great for people that have props and goals. That's for sure. But final game of the night, the St. Louis Blues and the San Jose Sharks. The Blues plus 110 road dogs. The Sharks minus 130 home favorites, and a total of 6 here. In this one, San Jose 4-0-2 in the last 6 meetings, so they've had some success against this Blues team. 3 of the last 5 going under 5.5, and 3 of the last 4 going overtime. So we tend to get really close games between these two teams, with San Jose usually finding a way to win. Let me look at goalies. I realized I didn't mention any in the last game, but no one confirmed, and no one confirmed in this game either. So not a great day for goalies. We don't have a whole lot confirmed on the slate. So there we go. Looking at this game here, for me, I'm playing it safe. Give me Michael Misa over 0.5 point plus 155. He scored in 3 games in a row, so I can understand why people would want to take his goal prop. Bear with me for a second, is plus 425. I'm seeing the score. So there's a ton of value on him to score here. He has a point in 4 games in a row. So I'm going at the point prop here. If he gets an assist, I don't want to be not upset, but I don't want to take the goal and then have him get an assist and not cash a play. So the way I look at it, has a point in 4 consecutive games, 5 straight home games. He's been really great on home ice. Scored a goal in 3 games in a row. Now facing St. Louis, 30th overall in the season, this standings, and have given up the 4th most goals this year. So I do like this spot here for Misa, and number 2 overall pick, showing his value. Watch out for the Sharks team because, boy, do they have a lot of really good young talent here for the San Jose Sharks. Another player you could look at is Colin Graff, who is on that top line. He has points in back-to-back games, plus 126. And otherwise, guys with value, William Eklund has a point 3 games in a row, 7 of his last 10 on the second line with Michael Misa. Wenberg, 4 of his last 5 games with a point, minus 105. Goal streaks, other than Michael Misa, Robert Thomas has scored in 3 games in a row, plus 318. Thomas also has an assist in 4 games in a row, plus 117. And has a lot of assists against the San Jose Sharks. 6 of his last 7 games, including 2 multi-assists. So Robert Thomas assist is a good play here. I might get to it after the trade deadline and it's confirmed that he's staying. Maybe I'll look at it, but probably not. But he's been red hot. Eklund has assist in 3 games in a row for the San Jose Sharks here in this one. Let's see here. Foligno to the Wild. Yes, I know. I like it. Obviously not a top line guy, but probably is going to have some success with his brother on the 3rd, 4th line. It's not going to be an easy line. A great ad for the playoffs. That's what I think. Red Light District. There we go. Down for a peep show. San Jose money line and Celebrini anytime goal. Don't hate it. Crosby on the ice in a no contact jersey. Yep. So it won't be too long before he comes back. Nedeljkovic can't get up after having $6 million dumped on him with a 2-year deal. There you go. Eklund assist, Buchnevich point, and anytime goal. Thomas, anytime goal. Holloway over 2.5 shots and Sprinkle on Misa, anytime goal. I like it, Captain Bry. You're going big on this game. Very nice. Misa point, Misa Eklund point, Celebrini 2 points, Thomas 2 points, Smith 2 points, Smith/Thomas 2 points, Sherwood, Kucherov point each. Benji likes goals here in this game. And I wish you all the luck. I do. I like the first 2 for sure. I do like the first 2. And Celebrini 2 points, Thomas 2 points isn't a bad look at all either. Nick Foligno traded to the Wild for future considerations. Yep, I saw that. Boog, are you still upset with the Wild from a few nights ago? Because that's what it seems like. And I know if you look at the Wild's history, that's what they do, is they get knocked out in the first round. But they did not have Quinn Hughes, and they did not have Matt Boldy with how he's playing. It's going to be different this year. It is. It's going to be different this year. Wild will take out Dallas in the first round. I should play Misa point along with his anytime goal. Already played. You could stick with the goal. He's probably going to score. He probably is. But I'm going to go with the assist just because it's plus 155, full unit play instead of putting a full unit play on the goal. You could split it up if you wanted half and half, but I'm playing a little bit safe at the point prop, but I like him to have a big night. So if he scores, then hey, still got a winner. LOL. Yeah, don't hold grudges, boo. Come on. Especially against my Wild. Come on. But Bobby Brink, yes. No new trades. No new trades that I know of. Yes, Bobby. Avs will be the President's Trophy curse this year. Exactly, Benji. And I've been told that doesn't exist. It does. It's not a guarantee, but yeah, it does. But we are going to move on to today's show best bet. And obviously looking to bounce back from yesterday. And looking at it, it's a little bit tough because I like all of today's plays. So looking at it for today's best bet, I'm going with Cutter Gauthier, anytime goal plus 155, just because of the amount of the volume of shots that he's shooting right now. So obviously scored in 6 of his last 7 games. But when you're shooting the puck 4, 5, 9 times and you're scoring multiple goals, that's best bet material. So give me Cutter Gauthier, anytime goal, plus 155 as my show best bet for today's slate. Viewers that are watching on the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel, thank you. Really appreciate it. No live show on the weekends. So the show will be back on Monday on the Picks and Parlays for the live content. There will be pre-recorded shows of Picks on Net over on the Terry Edelmann Picks YouTube channel. So if you want the weekend shows, make sure to like and subscribe and head over to Terry Edelmann Picks. The weekend shows on the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel will likely start next weekend. So don't worry. Soon you'll have access to everything on the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. And make sure to, of course, check out the great deal for me and Trent Betts. All of our NHL plays for 4-star, 5-star best bets, everything. $70 1 week for all of our plays. I lost my play of the day on a team total yesterday, going right back to it. Carolina team total over 3.5. I like it. Cutter is a solid pick. Thanks, Benji. Thank you. Good luck, everybody. You too, Mick. Thanks, Terry. See you tonight/tomorrow to talk about you know who. Yeah, exactly. And tonight's show will be pre-recorded, likely coming out sometime late tonight. Hit the like on the way out. Thank you, Max. I appreciate that. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Best of luck tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, with all the late games happening tonight, tomorrow's show might come out early tomorrow morning. So stay tuned on the Terry Edelmann Picks YouTube channel. Also on the Goche Play, of course. Thank you, Captain Brian. Of course, we agree. No big surprise there. Thanks, guys, for watching. Best of luck tonight.